Welcome again to our evening communion service as we centre ourselves and gather again around the bread and the wine, a symbol of our unity, a symbol of why we are united, that in Jesus. And that simple phrase, in Jesus, unites us and binds us and brings us together in a unique way. I love that when Jesus introduced this meal, it's just after he's had this conversation that I referenced this morning where he says, people will know that you're my disciples by your love for one another. And then he says, and I call you friends. And as he introduces this meal, he says, you will keep doing this. You will keep remembering and referring back to what I'm about to do until we eat this and drink this again in the kingdom of heaven. Until we are able to be gathered again. And for me, that just brings to mind a longing in the heart of Jesus to once again be with his friends. To once again be with them as he is in that moment. And he points towards that. I love that longing because it just so perfectly reflects the longing that many of us have had. To be with others, to be us, as we saw this morning. And I wonder if we could just have that in mind as we eat this and we drink the wine. That longing is normal. That longing is right. That longing is a sign of love. It's not something to be passed over. It's something to be cherished because it shows that there are people that we long to be with again. There are people in our lives that matter so much that we can't wait to gather with them. And Jesus says that with his disciples. He has a love for his people, his friends, that he can't wait for the moment where he can sit with them as he is in that moment and drink with them as he does in that moment. And so as we take this now, we do so with that longing. As we take these first cautious steps into being us, we are remembering that longing that we have to be fully united with God, with others, perfectly, as we one day will be. And so in that moment, Jesus takes the bread and breaks it, saying, this is my body given for you. Do this in remembrance of me. Let's eat the bread together. Jesus then takes the wine and says, this cup is the new covenant in my blood. Do this in remembrance of me. Do this until we drink again in the kingdom of heaven. So let's do that now together. Father, I thank you that as we celebrate communion now together, that the longing we feel is not a wrong thing. It's something that you felt when you first took this. That desire to be with your people again, to sit with them and to savour their company. We thank you that you've made that possible. To be united with each other and to be united with those that we love, those people we've lost, those who have gone before us. And to be united once more with you. That is our hope, our destiny. And we long for that day. As we savour it now, remind us of that hope that we have. And be with us by your Spirit, we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.